12-gauge shotgun. Not only is this just a shotgun, but a piece of family history that has been passed down from generation to generation. This gun does not just provide moral support, but it also provides stability and safety for my family and allows me to put meat on the table when hunting wild game. Years ago, our forefathers proposed something known as the Constitution. This Constitution was wrong. It needed corrections. Therefore, they proposed amendments known as the Bill of Rights. The Second Amendment was the right to bear arms. There are many benefits to the Second Amendment besides bearing arms. It gives us the rights as citizens of the United States to have civil liberties that we should all enjoy. The Second Amendment gives us the rights of citizens to protect ourselves and others that can be violated by gun control laws, and that will be taken away from us unless we take a stand. After owning an assortment of firearms for the last 21 years, I would like to explain just how beneficial the Second Amendment is to us with proper use. First, let's talk about how the Second Amendment is used as a form of protection. When it comes to protecting oneself and one's family, the Second Amendment plays an incredible role. Like I said before, the Second Amendment was proposed years ago in the Bill of Rights, and it was for a reason. It was obvious that we needed to bear arms to protect ourselves and our family, and therefore the government gave us the rights as citizens to be able to do that. We protect ourselves as an individual or a family. Say you're sitting at home and an attacker attacks you. You want to have the right to have a firearm to protect yourself. Without that, you can be pretty much defenseless. I feel that it is probably very beneficial to you to have a firearm in one of those situations. While the Second Amendment protects our rights as U.S. citizens, there are still advocates of gun control laws. These gun control laws are becoming more and more prevalent in society today and around the world. These gun control laws are putting huge restrictions on taking firearms and guns away from individuals that may need these firearms and may not be causing any harm whatsoever. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think that, hey, if we impose these gun control laws, that these firearms are going to be taken away from the bad guys and there'll be less crime. Well, statistics have shown that, in fact, that crime rates actually are increased whenever guns are taken away. Just a few years ago, Great Britain passed a gun control law, and basically everyone in the whole country had to turn in their firearms. Well, about 40% of the firearms were unaccounted for, and the crime rates in Britain doubled. The rights of the United States citizens are violated with these firearms being taken away from us. So therefore, we have to stand our ground. We as citizens must stand up for the rights in support of the Second Amendment before our rights are completely taken away. I basically came up with 3 ways that we can do this. The first way is to support local and national organizations. There's many organizations out there that support owning firearms and the right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. And a good way to show support of the Second Amendment would be to support and join these organizations. The more money that goes to these organizations, the more that these ideas get out there about how firearms in the right hands do good, not harm. That's going to help out with our country and help with our advocacy for this Second Amendment right. Another good way that we can advocate for this would be the voting for politics with the same views. There's a lot of politics out there for gun control and for taking these firearms away from the United States citizens. And if we vote for people who are against gun control laws and who are trying to give the guns to the people that are going to use them the right way, having them as a leader for our society will benefit us tremendously. In the end, to sum it all up, support of the Second Amendment should be a no-brainer when thinking of all the benefits that come with its presence. The Second Amendment gives us rights as U.S. citizens that no other country has, and these rights must be protected. I hope this speech persuaded you to be a supporter and advocate of our Second Amendment rights. My sources used during this speech were the Gun Owners of America, and you can find that at gunowners.org. That is also where my statistics from Great Britain came from. You can also check out the National Rifle Association for more info on the Second Amendment rights at nra.org. And that's a big supporter that I mentioned earlier in the speech, big advocate for Second Amendment rights. And then you can also check out the Second Amendment Foundation. Also a lot of statistics in there about how gun control laws, crime rates increase, and just exactly which ways the Second Amendment benefits us, more ways than just owning a weapon. It benefits us in our freedoms, things of that nature. And you can find that at saf.org. Thank you, and have a good one.